Be advised, mature content ahead. This podcast is brought to you ad-free thanks to the Legion of Demons at patreon.com/NOTLP. If you like what you hear, there's much more at patreon.com/NOTLP. Join the Legion. That's patreon.com/NOTLP. And now the show.
How do you do? Just a word of friendly warning. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
Hey everybody, da fuck?
Bada boom.
We're finishing up our theme on da fuck, which are weird movies that are just weird as weird. Mm-hmm. This week's selection was chosen by Chris Drake.
Yep.
Swiss Army Man.
Whew, and it was da fuck. That was the definition. Nailed it.
And then I'll be reviewing Yummy for Straight-to-Video Russian Roulette. But thank you if you're a patron. We appreciate your support.
Your support is yummy in our tummies.
Our Origins episode 103 from July of 2008 is out there now. If you want to go back in the time machine, where we talked about I Monster, the TV show Fear Itself, and Andy reviewed Sick Nurses.
Sick.
Very prescient.
Well, that makes me sad.
Now it's
thinking
very sad.
of today's times.
Right. Back then it was for whimsy.
That was Paz de la Huerta, right?
Yeah. Oh no, that's Nurse.
Oh, right. Nurse 3D. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah. The Sick Nurses was a Korean movie, right? I believe.
I remember you. Yeah.
Andy, do you remember?
Do you remember, Andy?
12 years ago?
Pepper Schwam remembers.
I can't tell them apart. So
yeah. Oh yeah, there was a whole conversation about that in this episode too. Yeah. Thank you to Jeff Lancaster, who went above and beyond with his Patreon contribution.
Thank you very much.
He manually went in there and chiseled out additional funds for his contribution.
Thanks,
which
man.
Was
that
really
was
amazing.
Awesome of you.
Thank you for that.
Did you mean to do that?
He did. I'm
kidding.
I double checked with him actually.
I make a joke.
Just be sure.
I make a joke.
You do. You make joke. How do you make an American laugh? You tickle them in their patriotic balls.
Yeah, thanks though to you guys, to patrons, and thanks to all of you listeners too for hanging out.
That's right. I made homemade pizzas last night for Andy and Amy.
Oh, how would they turn out, y'all?
What'd you think? You tell me. Be honest.
some homemade them.
Yeah.
Andy had some, constructive notes for you.
Yeah.
I think they're fine. I like your pizzas very much. You've made them for me a few times.
Yeah, I'm still learning.
They're very good. You can tell that Freddy made them with love.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And by love, I mean comes.
I have a hard time
Gross.
Transferring the prepared pizza to the hot pizza stone or steel without it just folding up and turning into a big blob.
But you know what? I like the look of the pizzas. It gave them character.
The rustic look, yeah.
Extraordinarily rustic.
So if anybody out there makes homemade pizza and they know any tips or tricks for getting it off of the peel cleanly, I used the cornmeal.
This is very important.
I tried to do the whole quick clean and snap and jerk, whatever they do to get it to slide off. And half the time,
Clean and snatch.
clean your snatch. It sounded like you said.
Clean and jerk.
In just 14 minutes, I can bake you a pizza. Oh.
Yeah, so we did our socially distanced backyard
Yeah.
fun. So if you're like, wait a minute, you invited Andy into your home. No, he's not allowed in my house.
It was all backyard.
All backyard stuff.
Backyardigans.
We were the backyardigans.
You're the backyardigans. My mom came over. It was fun.
It was fun. I think I still have just a touch of heartburn
From your pizzas?
from my pizza. I think I make a spicy sauce.
So before we started recording, Kelley, Andy, and I were talking about King of the Hill and how I've been watching it as comfort We've
Yes.
been rewatching it. And I noticed on the internet today that Hank Hill was trending on Twitter.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, what's going on here? And then somebody was asking, and it went viral, what fictional characters would be Trump supporters.
Oh, I don't think Hank Hill
Well,
would.
so
No way.
most of the tweets I saw were like, you get Hank Hill out of this. He would never support
No,
Trump.
he would not.
He was a Johnson Democrat. We had this conversation kind of, sort of.
Good man.
Yeah.
This fictional character
You
is
leave
a
Hank
good
Hill.
man.
Nobody with a dog named Ladybird.
Yeah.
Now, he would be a George Bush supporter.
Probably.
Both Bushes.
Yeah, probably.
It's Texas, baby.
That's right.
So, Amy, were there other people on the list that they assumed to be Trump supporters?
Well, Ron Swanson was trending too. And people were like,
I don't know
no.
about that either.
Yeah.
No, you know who
go
would, though?
No.
Frank from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But he would just run himself, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would be a Trump supporter out of this list? Are you ready?
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger,
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, and Pinhead. Who's the Trump supporter in that group?
Oh, Leatherface
Pinhead.
is
Pinhead, for
definitely.
sure.
I think Leatherface would be in his cabinet if you're a real person.
Pinhead because pain is pleasure.
And chaos.
Yeah. Kelly's making rubber band noises again.
I was just coughing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Kelley snapped because he's a rubber band.
Because he's a rubber band man.
Rubber Band Man.
So
Yeah.
When you saw Hank Hill trending, were you worried that he was going to
That
be
he was
bad?
dead. Yeah.
Or he got Me Too'd.
I thought he looked at Luann in a weird way that one time.
Well, he was always like, he wouldn't
She's-
even be in his robe when
That's
she
right.
was around.
Oh,
He was fighting some urges, let's just say.
Yeah, he smelled her hair one time.
Oh, that was Bobby. Anyway, Hank Hill would absolutely not be a Trump supporter. You got to be shitting me. No, I'm not saying he's not problematic, but he would not be a Trump supporter.
but he would screw up the election by voting for a weird third-party candidate.
Hank, no, he's very establishment.
I don't know.
Get out of here. Anyway,
I think Ron Swanson would be a Bernie bro, right?
Yeah, definitely.
no,
He'd be either Bernie or he's a Jesse the Body. He writes in Jesse the
he's a
Body Ventura.
libertarian. Yeah.
Yeah. But there was a lot of crossover.
That's weird
Which
to
is a
me.
weird thing.
Yeah.
Because like the whole it's two totally diametrically opposing ideas.
Very true.
But I have seen some people that have switched.
Well, whatever. I'm not.
Choose your moms, choose Jeff.
Yep. So yes, so that's what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah, I'm going to write in Jeff's name on November 3rd.
Because you're a choosy mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah, be a choosy mom.
I just want to throw the election into chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one thing will do that.
Those Russian bots got to me.
He's been radicalized.
Yeah.
So, since we're still not going out and having new adventures, what
But
else
you know
is
who else? But you know who else is having adventures?
Who?
Everybody else.
I know.
People need to stay the fuck home.
Stop having adventures.
Yeah. People near
Stay
and dear to us are risking their lives.
Home.
And
Don't.
Please don't kill yourselves
Yeah.
or me.
Yeah. Very true.
I'm turning inward to have adventures.
Yes,
Your
same.
brain?
Inside, I'm
Yeah.
exploring the multitudes that exist within my consciousness.
Yeah.
So this week's movie is about farts.
So deep.
Well, this
Some
house
deep farts.
has been nothing but a den of farts lately. So,
Yeah.
like,
Den
it
of
really
farts.
is.
Den of farts.
It's something else. I mean, I'm having adventures in that I have to go to work twice a week now
Yeah.
into the office, but nobody's really there, and it's just a waste of energy and time.
It's silly.
But I'm there.
We finished Enterprise.
Yes, Star Trek Enterprise.
Kind of a little bit of a heartbreaker.
Should not have been canceled. You know what? Those last 2 seasons were really good.
It got real good. They do the coolest thing, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody,
Then
so I'm not going to spoil it. But their finale was handled in such an interesting way.
It wasn't exactly satisfying, but it had an interesting...
It left you wanting more.
Oh.
There was one moment in it that bothered me, but it was dramatic enough that I guess it warranted it. But if you're a Star Trek fan,
Captain
and
Archer
you
farts on the bridge.
if you gave up on Enterprise because like
First 2 seasons
the first
were
2
great.
seasons were kind of wonky, it's worth going back for 3 and 4 and watching those because they really bring the Star Trek-y goodness in those last couple of seasons. The theme song never gets better.
No.
They do tease you.
Gets worse.
Because in season 3, they're like, oh, the much controversial, horrible Patch Adams theme song has changed for season 3. And I told Amy, I said, oh, I read this trivia. It says they changed the theme song in season 3. They fixed it. So I'm expecting a big orchestral theme like they have
On all the others.
on the other series. And instead, they just added like a drum machine and a bass line to the song.
Terrible.
Oh God.
So is it better or worse?
It's worse.
It's a little worse. It somehow is a little worse.
Everything is terrible about that. How dare you? Like, I thought the original series had not a great theme
I
song.
love
I'm
that
sure
song.
people love it. It's fine. It's just a little
The
too
original
jazzy.
series? What?
I didn't care for it. I thought it was doofy.
Oh.
But I would fucking want that played at
Shame.
my funeral over...
I've got
Yeah.
faith in my heart.
I got faith in my fart.
Yeah.
You guys never got Stockholm Syndrome with a theme
Nope.
song?
But it'll get stuck in your brain. and
We've
sometimes you're
only
just
heard
going,
it. We've only heard it 3 times, right?
Yeah.
We heard it the first time we heard it.
Yeah.
We heard it
We played it for Andy.
the time we played it for you guys just to verify that it was a real thing. We didn't dream it. And then we heard it when they added the drums and the bass. Drums
Yeah.
and bass.
Drums and
The
bass.
drum and the bass.
It was the EDM version.
Lap of the bass.
It was
Yeah.
a dubstep. But has anybody seen the trailer that was released recently for the Lower Decks, the Star Trek Lower Decks
they put a
animated
trailer out?
series?
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
I haven't
No, I
seen
haven't.
it like with sound, but it has like not a Rick and Morty kind of style, but it's kind of that.
It's from the guys who made it work on Rick and Morty, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought they did.
I'm not in charge of.
I will
doing
find out
that.
while you talk about that.
But it's like silly. It's like, the ensigns that do the grunt work and aren't part of the big dramatic bridge stuff. So that looks like fun. That's something to look forward to and not kill
That
ourselves.
does look fun, yeah. Yeah.
You got to have some
what-
reason to get up in the morning.
Mike McMahon. Yeah.
Oh, so then, yeah, Rick and Morty and,
And Solar Opposites. Yeah, same. Yep.
So would I be lost if I tried watching that show?
I don't know. I don't think you would. I think you get the basics of Star Trek, right?
Oh, they moved the premiere up. It's going to be next month, August 6th.
Well,
Can't wait.
you heard it here at some point. Maybe not first or second or third.
We got
Maybe
2
not
new Star
last.
Trek series coming. That and the live action one too.
Yeah.
I want to watch Star Trek, but I'm just too lazy.
You
It
know
just
that
seems daunting.
it isn't.
No, you want more if you're like me, you want
Just
nonstop Star Trek in your veins.
Just turn it on, Andy, like you do the water in your home, hot and cold running Star Trek.
Yeah.
And just let it flow over you. Like that's what you do. You turn on the original series in the background and wait until something catches your attention, and then just keep going and
An
then
Orion slave
watch
girl.
nothing but Star Trek, and you'll be fine.
So and just leave it on the background running, and it's not going to overflow eventually. and
It'll be-
ruin my pipes.
It will flood your home.
It'll become part of your way you see the world. You'll feel optimistic. You'll feel like there's a future.
Your circulatory system will.
It's
heal
good.
itself.
It's good for asthma and glaucoma.
It does.
Star Trek does
it
all
can
kinds of great
cause
stuff.
diarrhea.
Medical grade Star Trek is now illegal in Ohio. You got to go to a Star Trek dispensary, though.
Yeah.
What do you recommend? I have anxiety. What kind of Star Trek do you recommend?
You want to pick up Red Shirt if you want to be like peppy.
You want Andorian Blue if you really want to be like locked into your couch.
So what if I'm having trouble sleeping? What do you
Romulan
recommend for
ale.
that?
Romulan ale. Yeah.
Yeah, our blood wine. Klingon blood wine.
Sometimes I just want to have fun, man. What do I want? What do you prescribe for that?
Oh, that's just called green bitches.
Q.
What's up, nerds?
I love my green bitches.
Green bitches.
Down on the farm.
There's going to be all kinds of rap songs about green bitches, like Cypress Hill style.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boysies.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
As Sam from Quantum Leap would say when he looks in the mirror and realizes that he's leaped into a man with Down syndrome in the early 1980s. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Freddie was talking about that episode last night. You were talking about Scotty Bax.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scotty Bax, leaping.
Mm-hmm.
Leaping. He was leaping.
Loving.
Kelly, do that. The New Orleans CSI. NCIS.
Are we gonna have some fun?
Wait, is it NCIS?
Yeah, it's NCIS New Orleans.
Are we gonna have some fun?
Oh, we gone. Anything else for the top?
I earnestly and honestly don't know. It's just I listen to other podcasts that are even weekly, and they're like they have plenty of things to talk about, and I feel like we get here, and I'm like,
What? Okay, let's move on then.
so is it me or is it you?
You
guys?
made it. You.
It's you guys.
You made it. You.
Yeah, it's us. We're boring.
You suck.
Hello, boys and girls. It's time for Straight-to-Video Russian Roulette.
Welcome at Klinika Krovchik.
Hi.
We always help to make world more beautiful.
Alison Jassops?
Isn't it prohibited to drink coffee in an bar?
He's professional.
Wie zijn we zo rustig?
What the fuck was that?
Dr. Kravchuk is very brilliant surgeon.
You're in the best place, in perfect hands. Wait, stop. Stop immediately.
Michael, wat is er?
Het is hier niet oké, we moeten hier nu weg.
Sta mee.
Stop the operation right now. Fuck! I saw a man eating a man. You saw a man eating what? Relax. You should make the best of the little time we have left. Hey, Whitehead, kiss! Chop it off! Sorry.
So, is this what you want?
So this was a very enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. This is
Yummy.
it's called Yummy. It's exclusively on Shudder right now. It's from writer-director Lars Domuso, I think is how that's pronounced, and co-writer Eveline Hagenbeek.
Sorry.
She's from Harry Potter.
Yeah, Drippin' Dong. This is a Belgian movie, but it has Dutch and in English actors in it as well. It's this plastic surgery clinic. This young woman and her mom and the young woman's boyfriend go there. And it's like in Eastern Europe. They even had like a fictional foreign language that the people spoke that they wrote for the movie just to make it like an indeterminate country.
Clever.
The daughter, she's going because she has like size F breasts and she wants a reduction.
That'll hurt your back.
And the mom is a plastic surgery addict, and she's just getting another operation done while they're there. And the boyfriend is driving them both there because he plans on proposing to his girlfriend. And he figures once this is over, the surgery is over and everything, would be a good time to pop the question.
I guess.
To show he still loves her, even though she's changed her body and all that stuff.
So romantic.
Mm-hmm.
So the actor who plays the boyfriend reminds me a lot of like Tim Robbins mixed with Josh Brolin, or James Brolin, I mean. Like his mannerisms, somewhat his appearance, but he's really strong in this. Like, great performance. Everyone in it actually delivers on their character, almost pitch perfect. Reminded me a lot of Dead Alive in moments. The humor works, the scares work. It's just a really solid zombie movie, and I feel like, you know, there being such a glut of zombie movies at all times that sometimes people think it's enough to just have some zombies in your movie, and that's a movie.
And that's a movie.
But this movie,
that's a movie.
This movie had great setups for jokes, had a lot of great gross out humor in it.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
Zombie movie.
I'm sold. I'll watch it.
I think you'll like it, Kelley. It has, like I said, it's a great horror comedy, and where it seems like it should be something that's just worn out, but it's really fun. So I don't want to give away any more than that,
Right.
because I don't want to spoil it. There's a great penis in this movie, so stick around for that.
Okay.
That's one thing I love.
Now you're talking.
Really great whole running gag with a penis. It's pretty fantastic.
A running penis? Oh my
running
gosh.
Penis, yeah.
Is it a fast-moving penis or something?
I'm tired of that argument. I think that they're both scary, fast and slow-moving penises.
Fast penis softball.
The problem with the thing that makes the slow penises scary is just the number of them and how they overwhelm you.
Yeah.
And then you have to board up the windows.
If you were to get any plastic surgery, Freddy, what would it be?
I would love to have a giant horse dick. Call me crazy.
Amy, you down for that?
I mean, who wouldn't want to have a giant horse dick?
Well, that's not really realistic.
Yeah, I'm raising my hand right now.
Maybe it is. Oh, you don't want a giant horse dick?
No.
No.
How you gonna wear pants?
I don't wear them anymore.
You just gonna wear skirts.
Not since the quarantine.
That's true. You really don't wear pants anymore.
I want the kind of dick that people are scared of.
I didn't realize. I thought you'd be like
a trunk.
like a scary big penis.
So you want specially made pants, right?
I just want people to be like, "Whoa, did
Hammer
you see
pants.
that?" And I'll be like, "Yes, it's huge. I know.
God.
It's $20,000 worth of surgery.
It's too big. But that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
Too big.
I want it too big."
I think I'd get like my chin tightened up. Not like my chin. I mean just like, or is it okay, so we're in this time frame right now where everything we do, we're on Zoom or Teams or something, and where I guess my camera is on my laptop. I just always feel like I'm hiding a double chin.
Well, it's the angle. You have your laptop way low.
Well, it's a thing I've been thinking about. So
I'll get you a stand.
The minute you say plastic surgery, I'm like,
no, you don't have you're fine.
If I get you a stand like this, Amy, it'll change the perception of yourself.
no.
Because whenever I had my laptop low like that, all I could see was the forest of nose hairs. And now I look like I'm just crazy hot at this angle. Because it feels like a giant's looking down at me. And it's like, hey, nice horse penis.
You're so thin just because of the angle.
Yeah.
Of his dangle.
Of the dangle.
It's directly
So, Amy,
proportionate to the heat of the meat.
Just get a giant horse penis, and it'll distract people.
Oh yeah, nobody will notice anything else.
What if we both went in? We got a couple's. Like, do they do that? Like a
Buy one, get one.
Like a special, like they do. You need a couples massage, and it's like $10 cheaper because you're doing it together. And then we can have little sword fights.
Little. No.
Big sword fights.
Slap our big old horse penises together.
Think of the fun.
How big are the balls in comparison? Are they?
Oh, I want a ball reduction. I want a giant horse penis and tiny little baby balls.
So you're gonna have a giant horse penis and pea-sized balls?
Yeah, it makes the penis look bigger.
I hope my mom is listening to this.
The smallest on the market.
This season, the hot trend is tiny baby balls and a big horse penis.
That would be so disconcerting.
This fall.
Do I get a say in this?
Nay.
No. Nay.
But somebody out there is getting off on this. What's that rule?
Rule 34.
Yeah.
Rule 34.
I don't care.
The
inches.
Internet was a mistake. Yeah. All right. Well, guess what, everybody? Freddie doesn't have a great big horse penis, but we do have a Jack in the Box, and let's get to cranking. Let's see who's going to review that X Roulette.
Okay, you tell me. What do you got?
All right, so we're going to start with Kelley.
Yes, Kelley.
There we go.
Kelley is up.
Crank it.
Kelley cranks it. No horse penis for Kelley this week.
Oh, woo.
Andy.
You know what that means, Amy?
No horse penis for Andy.
Amy's getting a horse penis.
Woo!
Just like she always wanted.
That was a giveaway on Oprah one time.
Everybody got a horse penis?
I came here to chew bubble gum and have my penis
so
surgically
expensive.
altered to the size of a horse penis, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
All right, I'm going to watch a movie. It's on Prime. It's called The Night Sitter, from the creator of Final Destination.
Oh, he was super sweet. Remember?
Yes. A scheming con artist poses as a babysitter to steal from a wealthy occult enthusiast and his reclusive son. Her crew arrives to clean out the house just as the son stumbles upon one of his father's most prized artifacts and unwittingly summons a trio of witches known as the Three Mothers. As the sadistic witches start picking people off, who will survive the night?
Three Mothers, that's like Dario Argento.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Sure.
If you don't know, you can't be part of the club anymore.
I hate you.
He's never even seen Scanners.
The Night Sitter.
He's never even seen a horse penis.
That's not true.
You guys are killing it today.
Killing it.
So patrons, you need to step up your donations to get the horse penis.
It isn't going to be cheap.
All right.
I'm just a fan today, you guys. I'm just like watching.
All right. Yeah.
He likes to watch.
You're a president.
I need you to help me get home. Okay, buddy?
Okay, buddy.
You're a miracle. Or I'm just hallucinating from starvation. You're special. I'm special. There's 7 billion people on the planet. You might be lucky enough to bump into the one person you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Oh my God.
This is the life I've forgotten.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Swiss Army Man.
I really enjoyed the fuck out of this movie. I get the feeling Kelley hated it just from everything.
Oh, no. I didn't hate it at all.
What did you feel?
I didn't feel anything.
Kelley was just like, huh.
You didn't feel anything?
I didn't feel anything. I wanted to feel something, but I didn't feel anything.
Wow.
I'll tell you, Kelley, I'm sort of where you are. In that I don't know that I felt a lot, but I will say here's what I'll say. I will say that this movie should have been intolerable to me because it very much hits buttons of movies I hate.
I thought it was going to be, your downfall.
Yeah. Like it was going to be my Waterloo.
Yeah.
Waterloo.
We were going to come in and all your hair was going to have fallen out because you'd gotten the fright, but out of anger.
The harem scarum.
The harem scarum, yeah.
But
anger-related harem scarum.
I actually really enjoyed it, but I will say it didn't leave me like... I don't think it left me with the same emotional impact that I should have had or you had, or not should have had, but... I think it wanted me to have.
More than anything, for me, it was just a really funny comedy. It reminded me a lot of Terry Gilliam stuff, like Baron Munchausen or Brazil. Like, it was just a fun, weird, unique comedy, and it had so much great fart humor. And I never get sick of that, no matter how old I get. I love it.
What did you think, Andy?
It was enjoyable. It could have been like a prototypical art house movie. I think that was a lot of people thought. Like, it's very pretentious. But nothing wrong with a little pretension.
Well, I thought it'd be more pretentious than it ended up being.
I actually didn't think it was pretentious.
No, it could have been.
Yes, it absolutely
had moments. It had moments of pretension, but that's what I was like ready for. But I like pretension sometimes, but
no, we know you do, Mr. Wes Anderson fan.
The acting was good, and the scenery and camera work was really beautiful. I just didn't feel. I just wasn't sure what I was supposed to get out of it, and I felt like if there was going to be what it seemed to be, if I was looking at this like any other movie, it would seem to be that a homeless guy hallucinated that he was stalking some woman and living in the woods behind her house with a dead body for a while and engaging in maybe some sort of necrophilia, and then comes out at the end and nothing is good for him. That's one way to look at it.
Well, it could be like an incredibly scary and dark story.
Well, that's when the reveal at the end, when this whole time he's basically just been hanging out in the woods behind this chick's house that he's stalking.
Right. They do a great job of kind of glossing over that.
Very much so.
And
you're like,
I think because it's from his perspective, you know.
Well, also, that's a great
in that guy's.
It's a great
psyche.
gag too, where like you should be horrified, but then they're like, "We're gonna just diffuse this with a boner and a fart."
That's how you do anything.
Yeah. I was kind of let down by the ending. In a certain way, I wish it wouldn't have went sincere with the ending and not have the obvious
It was kind of sincere.
Well, no, I think what Andy's saying is I wanted it to be where he kind of learned something about himself and made his life better.
Yeah, and not just that. Look at this guy with obvious mental problems. And I thought I just wanted to be as sincere as the like lead up to it, like the life lessons that he learned, as opposed to kind of in a certain way poking fun at him.
Didn't you feel? Did you think it ended on him being crazy because everybody else saw body, saw Manny like shoot off into the ocean.
But the fact
I don't think they saw that.
No.
You don't think so?
I think
No.
what we were left with at the end was understanding that this guy is way more deeply disturbed than we realized. And I wanted it to end with him like reconciling with his dad. Or like
that's what I was wanting.
Really?
Doing one human normal thing.
Oh, I loved it where his dad just nods when the body starts farting its way across the ocean again. Like, to me, that's like a level of brilliant, because you expect him to have that moment with his dad and for things to fall apart at the end or him to be obviously crazy. But I honestly think the filmmakers leaned in on this being real at the end, and they're just like, oh, it's like the end of the Goonies, where nobody believed that, One-Eyed Willie's rich stuff was out there until the kids showed up with all the fucking gems and stuff, and the housekeeper's like, "Ay, estos míos." That is that moment for me in this movie.
Or it's like the pit where it turns out that the trawler logs are real.
Right.
I don't know that was their intent. We read an article, like a interview with them about it, and they seemed like it was pretty, like, it's just sort of about love and farts and acceptance.
Yeah.
Accepting that you're crazy.
They called it a fart drama, and I watched the bonus content. I watched everything except for the director's commentary. And these two guys just strike me as really fun guys that made this movie.
Fun guy.
And their whole group, the whole creative team that did this, just all the care they took making like that prosthetic. They made a prosthetic version of Daniel Radcliffe's ass just for all the fart scenes, like where it had to be like, working as a jet engine essentially.
I loved that stuff. All the fart shit.
All the fart shit.
Yeah.
All the ways he was a Swiss Army knife of a dead body.
Chop wood in half and everything.
Yeah. Start a
But
fire.
it just seemed like a real bummer of an ending to me. Especially because like you hear him talking, like you get the idea that the body is actually much more decayed than even we've been led to believe, because like they're talking about his stomach has been exploded by the gases, and it's just like, oh.
Well, yeah. So
it's so dark, and it's so funny the different experience. Like Kelley's experience with this movie
Freddy
is the
had a
opposite
magical
of mine.
experience.
I felt like I had watched Pete's Dragon or something.
Yeah,
And we
and
were
I
saying
watched
it's like a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
I watched like a Aqualung.
Did you feel like that Manny was like Forky from Toy Story 4? Manny, ask a question.
So like, okay. So at the beginning of the movie, you're basically watching Hank, Paul Dano, trying to hang himself. But because of the opening credits, it's like little notes that's like, I was on a boat. I need somebody to come save me. You think he's been like shipwrecked. He's like shaggy. He's got a beard. He's like, his clothes are all torn up. He's dirty. Like he's hanging himself. But then he sees the dead body. So now thinking back to the end, was he always just hanging out in the woods behind her house?
I think so.
And then decided to kill himself because he had a some kind of mental health break.
Yeah.
And then he sees the dead
Yeah.
body, and then they go on adventures together, and he brings Daniel Radcliffe back to life with his love.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
He farts his way into his heart.
Yeah.
Farts and hearts, they both rhyme.
I love when he didn't know what Jurassic Park was. Remember?
They do shadow puppets. They
And then-
sing the Jurassic Park.
In the
theme
Jurassic
song.
Park theme. Did you notice that the song that's them performing that song with like popcorn song?
Yeah.
And then there's a lyric video out there where you can see what all the lyrics are, and they're great. It's just basically singing about everything they're doing. It's really cute.
Freddie really.
I am enamored with this movie.
He took this movie
A lot of
into his
people
heart.
are. I don't, I get it.
I didn't
just
think I was going to like it at all. Like I thought it was going to be like a very like I liked It Comes at Night
Yeah.
as a film. I respect it. I shouldn't say I like it. It's not entertaining. And that's what I expected from this. I thought this was going to be like some highbrow boring thing with a few interesting visual moments in it. And instead I got like borderline Farrelly Brothers comedy out of it.
I predicted that you were going to love this. And
Yeah.
I also said something, like, I didn't say Fairley Brothers, but I was like, this is like an Adam Sandler movie if he did this.
Isn't every movie an Adam Sandler movie if he did it?
Well, but you know what I mean by that. I just can't. It's
Adam Sandler's The Shining.
Yeah, it's like if the Fairley Brothers or Adam Sandler made Castaway.
Yeah, I would have think of the Adam Sandler remaking great films, and what would change.
All right, everybody be quiet while Freddy thinks about it.
You know,
it's Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
If you hear me typing or you don't hear me typing, it could be our milk, it could be your milk, but don't disturb me when
Is
I'm
that
writing.
Adam Sandler?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't do Adam Sandler.
That was good. I got it.
I thought it was Bill Cosby at one point.
Yeah,
yeah. The Shining. It's good.
It would be the bartender.
So
it would be Rob Schneider would be the bartender.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I
but he would be playing a
all the
different
roles.
race
He would be. He'd be in blackface.
of some kind. There's a wheel. I feel like
A wheel
that
of faces.
they turn. And like, oh, today it's and then you just choose whatever it is.
Yeah.
Would he be playing the Shelley Duvall character like in Jack and Jill?
Yes. He'd play both
Absolutely.
parts, and then Terry Crews would be Dick Halloran.
Oh, what a piece of trash he is!
Is he?
That's another aside.
Yeah. I keep hearing like
So
things, a lot of mixed up things about him.
things that were cool. I did enjoy their little relationship.
Uh-huh.
I mean, obviously, number one is going to be the farts. The farts were great. The farts were fantastic. Excellent farts. I love the montage at the end of all the farts. Or no, it was like somewhere in the middle of all the farts Hank did by himself because he didn't want to fart in front of anybody. Sorry.
You enjoyed this movie a lot than you're saying.
No, I really did. I did like it. I do think it's a good movie, but
No,
I
it just didn't stick with you.
I was left a little cold by the ending.
Yeah, for sure.
because
we turned and looked at each other a million times, just laughing, going, "This is so fucking stupid."
I know,
but we were laughing, you know.
Yeah.
Well, because I want people to embrace the fart humor. Fart humor is good for your soul.
You got to watch behind the scenes because as funny as the fart stuff is, the amount of work that goes into creating each fart sequence makes it funnier. Because like everything was done with practical effects. There's like forced air cannons and all kinds of stuff involved, and there's an animatronic boner, and like all these things they did. And then on top of that, one of the bonus features. Oh, I'm sorry, Andy.
But I, as funny as the fart stuff was, I was just as enamored as the other stuff.
Oh, it had a heart. It had a real heart to it.
Yeah.
No, like all the other humor of him using Daniel Radcliffe as a Swiss Army
As a water fountain.
The water
as
fountain
a gun.
As a gun.
When he shot that off that squirrel.
He put
As
a
like
cork in his butt.
And he put a cork
As
in
a-
his butt. Yeah.
as a boat, even in the
Yeah.
beginning, where he was just riding him
Yeah.
to land because his farts were so powerful, but it was like an engine.
Yeah.
There's no way
didn't remind
a
you of
dead
the
body could do that.
It was like the Falcor scene in the Neverending Story a little bit. It's like, yeah, all right, yeah.
It was probably a direct homage.
I think it might have been.
Or
think it
like
might have been.
when he used the Bible and he drew over it to recreate everybody poops.
He probably used poop to draw those pictures.
Yeah, it was
too.
brown.
Takes everything that your body doesn't want and it forces it out your butthole. In the extras there's they call it the alternate viewing experience. It's the movie without the music. And they tell you like spots to fast forward to, and they're like the finale where like to have all this dramatic music playing in the movie, because without it, it's just a bunch of people watching this guy lay on the beach and fart a bunch. And they're all just like, he's just like, there's no music. There's no like emotional cues at all. They cut to the dad just nodding. It is like fucking gut wrenching. So funny.
Did you hear in any of that stuff that the score for the movie was actually written before the movie was filmed?
Yeah, like they had made a music video, right, for the artist that did the score.
I mean, I get that. That's what their normal thing was, is music videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had. That's all I got out of that.
I love how immature these filmmakers are to their core, and they're because they talked about their music videos, and they're like, every music video we make just starts with a funny image, and then we try to make that into a video. Like, why is this funny image happening? What's the story behind it? And they were talking about all the other times they had to create boners. He says, usually we would just use a broomstick and stick it behind somebody. Like, they had enough experience creating fake boners for their work that when they got to this is like the Rolls Royce of fake boners. This animatronic one. I kind of love these guys. There's so much whimsy and fun.
No, there is a lot. I get it.
But the darkness is there. There is potentially a very horrifying reality underneath the story, which I think just pluses the experience of the comedy of it. Then you're like, wait a minute. Let's stop and think. This guy might be like the Gainesville slasher.
Well, I feel like it's sort of like that episode of Buffy where she's in the insane asylum. It's sort of like you have to choose as a viewer what reality you want to end up going with.
Yeah. And I like to laugh.
It's the Matrix. Are you going to take the blue pill or the red pill?
I mean, it's more enjoyable to think of it as if everything was really happening.
Yeah, that's where I go. I think it all happened.
But I'm still left with he had been living out in the woods behind this woman's house.
Yeah.
That he had never spoken to, and, it was shocking.
Yeah, it's like, that's the problem I had with the ending, I guess, because it was kind of obvious that it was not that the main character didn't have this relationship with this woman on his phone, even though that was what it was implied.
Yeah.
It's like, I knew that wasn't going to happen because obviously, like, he's carrying a dead body around using a Swiss Army knife. But I kind of wish that it went that way, that it turns out that it was his girlfriend or his wife.
Oh, and it's like the end of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles where they have Daniel Radcliffe for Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, he just wanted to come home.
And he's just like, I haven't been home in years.
Yeah. So I just wish that the heart and the sincerity would have kept through to the end. That's what I wanted. So it's not the movie's fault, but
right.
I just it was kind of, I guess, jarring the transition from this super whimsy movie to the super dark ending.
I mean, I hope that Hank got the help he needed. They didn't just throw him in jail. But knowing this country.
Yeah. Remember when he farted there and everybody got real sick? They're all like...
I think this is the kind, like, this is what I would want out of a Wes Anderson movie, for there to be some silliness. And I mean, not like whimsy. I mean silliness, like farting and
boners
and
farting and poop.
Yes.
You keep farting and boners out of Wes Anderson. You can have these dudes.
All right.
He's like, blink, 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 blink. And then Cat Stevens starts singing.
I need all movies to come down to my dumb level. That's what I'm saying. I think at the end of the day, I think it is way better than I thought it was going to be, and because I immediately look at these little indie movies and go, not for me.
Yeah.
So I was glad to be forced out of my narrow Uridi, and
I just have a lot of respect for the fact that they at once were making. I mean, the filmmakers. It's interesting to hear them talk about because they're like, we want it to be the most beautiful movie about farting that has ever been made.
I think that's true,
and I think they did manage to.
I think that they accomplished.
Yeah. I love the music. It's very soothing.
Mm-hmm.
And nice.
It had a great score.
Yeah.
And Daniel Radcliffe, man, he went for it.
And the use of the theme to Jurassic Park was brilliant. There's a lot of things in this. I'll probably watch it again. I liked it that much.
Yeah, I definitely did get the friendship aspect of it. That's what I loved most about it. But it's just the ending didn't land for me.
But who is Manny?
I know you. What's important that you never really know.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Did he? What happened to him? Did he commit suicide?
Yeah, he was a bridge jumper. Did you hear that? That was part of the dialogue when they
Oh, that makes it worse.
in the background they say he was a bridge jumper. You can hear the paramedics talking.
And then his body was desecrated over and over and over again.
He kind of sounded a little bit like Peter Lorre sometimes too. Like the voice that Daniel Radcliffe chose, for that character was almost like Peter Lorre. It was just a sweet, weird voice.
Mm-hmm. It's very childlike because that's what his character is basically. He's just learning the ways of the world.
Yeah.
He learned about poop.
Yep.
I called him a bum just now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
You called who a bum?
I said he might have been another bum. Like homeless dude. I said bum.
Is bum not politically correct?
It.
Oh.
You're not allowed to
apologizing now for saying bum.
Okay. Yes.
Tramp?
I meant more like a hobo.
Hobo.
I don't know if that, like a singing hobo.
No,
Like a hobo. Not a stabbing hobo.
Yeah.
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 I just didn't want to wait for origins for this episode.
Get over
to apologize for. Well, the R word comes up in this movie.
It does.
A few times.
And he's like, don't say that word.
Yeah.
It's part of the kind of abuse that Hank went through with his dad.
Yeah.
His dad calling him that. Yeah. Yep. But his dad finally approves when he sees the farting body skipping across the ocean.
Well, that's what he thinks anyway. So good for him.
You did it, son. I don't know what you did, but you did it.
Like I understand that the human body when it's dead can make noises. It can moan because the gases are coming.
It can black snake moan.
But it could never speedboat a human being.
It can white possum
across
scream.
the ocean. It could never act as a water fountain.
We don't know that yet, Amy.
Well, you know what? When I die,
we need more testing.
There's so many things we don't know.
I will donate my body to science specifically for experiments to recreate Swiss Army Man.
Where does Daniel Radcliffe go when he dies? He farts real hard and flies in the sky. Then he's used as a BB gun to shoot a squirrel.
Blasted the head right off the squirrel.
See it again on the 4th of July.
Like he could use his arm to like chop wood.
Yeah. That's what you do with your Radcliffe.
All kinds of things with a dead body that I don't know.
So everybody out there with dead loved ones, they didn't start talking and farting and becoming water fountains for you because you didn't love them enough.
Oh, that's sad.
Just remember that.
I wanted you to know that. My boy is dead now.
Well, thanks, Chris. Chris gave us 2 choices, and we chose this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did.
French frat taters. I do love the other movie, even though I know Andy, you didn't like it. Did you, Buzzsaw? Velvet Buzzsaw?
Oh, did you see Velvet Buzzsaw too?
Yeah, I'd seen it. I actually liked it quite a bit. I thought it was crazy. This movie is a lot more fun.
Yeah, I love the trailer of Velvet Buzzsaw, but the movie itself wasn't what I wanted.
It was weird enough. It felt like an Italian, like a Argento movie or something for me. Which I really
felt like
enjoyed.
a very long episode of Tales from the Crypt.
That too. Yeah.
If we ever do this theme again, I'm surprised nobody brought up Human Centipede.
I feel like it's done to death.
But
I was hoping someone was going to make us watch Plankton again because I just really want an excuse.
You know, we should revisit
just do
that
it.
soon.
We can just do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That.
Let's do it.
That.
Nah.
All right, well,
Well,
we did it, guys.
We did it. Son of a bitch.
think of us as your Swiss Army podcast.
I can chop wood with my arms.
Oh. That's amazing.
I can ride a bike with no handlebars.
No handlebars.
No handlebars?
Remember that?
I do remember that song.
Who was that again?
Who knows?
Flo Rida.
Nope.
No. Pitbull.
Bibble?
Jackie Gleason.
Yes.
To the moon, Alice.
I got it. I did it.
So,
You did it.
the end of every episode of the show. Really big shoe. Oh, by the way, next week is feedback and news.
Yeah. So if you have anything to say, email us at crew@notlp.com.
Feed us back.
We're also on Facebook And Twitter is NOTLP, Instagram Night of the Living Podcast, YouTube NOTLP Crew.
Yeah, I want you guys to send us your best fart.
Best fart.
Yeah.
Sure. You can voicemail it. Just fart into the voicemail.
Can I
wipe your phone down after you fart?
Have you seen the video of the guy at, is it Costco?
I think so.
Where he walks up to the PA, you know, the phone PA they always have on the poles in the middle of the aisles, and he picks it up and he just farts in it, and it echoes throughout the store. It's a great video.
That's kind of rude, though. I hope he wiped it down afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was pre-COVID, so he probably didn't. But we all know now.
We all know now if you fart into a PA system,
That's
wipe it down.
what we've
after.
learned.
We've come a long way as a people. So at the end of every episode of the show, we thank our Beelzebubs, which are our top contributors who keep the wheels on.
Keep the corks in their butts.
Keeps the corks firmly planted in the show's butt cheeks. Jeff Lancaster.
Thank you for the cork, Jeff.
Yeah. We really do appreciate again you really stepping that up. That was amazing. Ernie Perez.
Hey, buddy.
Alise Kombrinck, who I could have sworn I just saw her.
I could have sworn it. Oh my God.
Amanda.
Came back up here.
G.
Money.
Jeremy and Cassie Burmeister.
Miss you guys
very much. Mark Watts.
What's up,
buddy?
I haven't seen Mark in a little while either.
I hope you're okay.
Blake Heath.
Balake.
Bill Farner.
New York City.
Oh my goodness.
Tree and Alex McNulty.
I like them. Hey
guys.
Iona Goodwin.
Iona, great one.
Brannan and Emily Whitehead.
Them's my booze.
Intravia, the Intravia Whiteheads.
Mm-hmm. They're my little booze.
Adam Ingram.
Hi, Adam.
Bill Chandler.
What up, Bill?
Monica Martinson.
Girl.
Oh, girl. I'd be in trouble if you left me now. Blayne Turner.
Blayne.
Dennis Cannaday.
Blayne Turner.
Blayne just had a birthday, so
happy belated birthday, Blayne. Happy belated birthday, Blayne. Got a B word fat.
I melted.
And Kevin Korpi.
Hey.
Did you skip Dennis?
No, I said Dennis Cannaday.
Oh, I needed to do my Cannaday. And then Kevin. Yes, hello, and thank you for joining us at our on our Zoom.
Did you ask me if we forgot Kevin at any point there?
No. Did we forget Kevin?
Do you guys need to talk about Kevin?
We need to talk about Kevin.
All right. Anything else, fellas and ladies?
Nope.
All right. Thanks for being you.
Love you.
Love you.
Frankenstein was wondering if he should go to bed when his old buddy Leatherface put on